doing my social posting. Can adjust stream settings. If you're here, welcome. Starting shortly. Set my thumbnail so that way it matches everything. Popping out the chats. Chats are popped out. Move over my presentation screen so that way I can show this to you. And we're just going to hang out until people show up. Let me look at my stream on my phone. Say hi if you're here. Hey, 80s Dropper, how you doing? I'm having a great Saturday. Thought I'd share this unique work from home project that I've started. It's real easy work, and it's $15 an hour. You can't really beat it. It's better than doing surveys, I'll tell you that. Hey, Crosstalk, how you doing, man? We're going to hang out for a couple of minutes while we get more people here. It's not going to be a super long stream, just enough to show you how you can begin doing what I'm doing, making money, training AI. I'm not going to show you all that I'm doing because the other one, there's some complexity. I'm gonna look at my profile there to see what it would take if I wanted to share it. Oh, okay, it does have it. So, okay, so let me put this down here. So I have two different platforms to share with you. And I'll have some tips for you that will help if you decide to try it out. It's not bad. In the past 2 weeks, I've been able to earn almost $1,000 from these platforms. And I haven't really worked that many hours doing it. I only put in 3 to 4 hours a day. Keep in mind, some of the work can be kind of boring. As you'll see, I'm going to give you some examples of one of the tasks that I do. I'm doing really good, Bait Force. I'm going to show you guys a new thing that I've discovered. A job that you can get working from home. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person that gave paid surveys a try, and it's just a pain in the neck because you get booted from more than half of the surveys. And just to get like $5 can take 6 hours. Well, this job pays $15 an hour. And the tasks are varied, and they're quite interesting actually. So it's the kind of thing that you would try, and either you like it or you don't. It's not going to hurt to sign up. You can get paid on PayPal or your bank. It doesn't matter. Or you can have it send it to a debit card. It's very flexible on how you get paid. It's not Bitcoin. They pay you straight to your bank or PayPal. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen over and show you an example of what this system is. So this one's called Outlier, and the one I really like is this one called Scripted Call AV Solo Client. I'll give you an idea of what's involved. Before you start the task, you have this program called HubStaff that you have to run. So I'm going to hit play, and it's going to record the time I'm spending while I do this task. So I'm going to click Start Task, and then Continue, and it wants me to record myself reading that paragraph. So I'm going to say, should I buy a Nissan Pathfinder with 70,000 miles, a Pathfinder with 100,000 miles, a Toyota 4Runner with 70,000 miles, or a 4Runner with 100,000 miles? I click Stop Recording. I preview it. Should I buy a Nissan Pathfinder with 70,000 miles, a Pathfinder with 100,000 miles, a Toyota 4Runner with 70,000 miles, or a 4Runner with 100,000 miles? Okay, so you always preview it and then you confirm it. And what you're doing is you're helping AI learn how to read. The more it gets trained, the less hallucinations it has. So now I'm going to read another one. Should I consider a Ford Expedition with about 120,000 miles? And I preview it. Should I consider a Ford Expedition with about 120,000 miles? Sounds good, then just submit it. Then one more. Should I buy a 100,000 mile Toyota 4Runner from a dealership or an online auction? Should I buy a 100,000 mile Toyota 4Runner from a dealership or an online auction? And if you don't like it, you can hit retake. Should I buy a 100,000 mile Toyota 4Runner from a dealership? Listen to it again. Should I buy a 100,000 mile Toyota 4Runner from a dealership or an online auction? And I'll say continue. Yes, I'm certain. And then that passage is done. So now I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer. Today I put an hour and 4 minutes into this task, and it's been quite a bit of fun. Now, whenever you go to start a task, there's always a chance to get a video training before you go to do it. I'll click Start Task, and then you can watch a video that shows you how to do it.
This task is quite simple. For this task, you'll be asked to first find an image with some defined color in them, and then provide the.
So
You
that
can see the leaves are sometimes light green.
they show you how to do it. It's pretty cool. Now, the way it works, you're going to have to follow the directions explicitly. But as you can see, this is the dashboard that shows how many hours I've put into this program. If I go to timesheets, weekly, it says here I put in 12 hours. Okay, so for that time spent, if I take 12.5 times 15, I'm going to get about $187 for doing the tasks that are listed here. Some of them don't work anymore, and they'll refresh them tomorrow or Monday. Like this one here, the text to video task, it says no comparisons available. So it was working yesterday, but then they were able to satisfy the vendor's requirements for training the AI. That's what these are. These aren't coming from the Outlier site per se, but they're coming from vendors who write AI that want us to help train them. So there's different types of training. There's this one here, which was a lot of fun, but they're out of audio clips. Basically, you'll hear an English speaking voice, and then you'll see some text, and if it matches, you approve it. You don't have to have. You just have to have a decent computer with an internet connection. Is all you need. 80s chopper. It's that easy, and it's all done through a browser. So I'm going to give you the link for this particular one. It's called Outlier. I encourage you to test it out. I'm make in over a 4-day period. I made $180. That's not too bad. So you can sign up here for that one. And I highly suggest you do this one before you do the other one because this one is more straightforward. It consists of doing tasks that are visual, meaning one of them was pretty easy. All it did, you had to pick a picture, like do a diagram of a pipe wrench with labels. And so it would show you a Google search with a bunch of images of pipe wrenches. All you have to do is right click one of them and say copy link. You paste it into the form. It'll then bring the image up with all the labels. The AI will try to put bounding boxes near the labels. And you just have to take the mouse and drag the bounding box, resize it so it covers the label perfectly. And it might take you a few minutes, and then you submit it, and you're done. So all you're doing is improving the AI's attempt at putting bounding boxes on the image. The other AI, which I like a lot better, is called Handshake. This one is a little bit different of a story. If you want to see an example, I'll give you one. This one is more involved. You have these, you become a superstar, is what they call you. Now, what's important about this one? The pay rate is $105 per hour. So if you have a skill, and I'll give you some examples of skills. I have 33 years of IT analyst experience. So I base my AI training on real world tasks that I've done it. Is this pay under the table? I don't know yet. I'm waiting for my first payment on Tuesday from Outlier, and my handshake my handshake AI payment will come in on Wednesday. I'm not sure. You have to fill out a W-9, so it's possible they might withhold tax. Anyways, if you've had a career, like if you were a firefighter, if you worked at a hospital, if you were a carpenter or a plumber, you would qualify for this $105 AI training because they have job classifications that you can fit into and you can write about it. Thing is, it can be a little frustrating because, like you see here, this is a real world task that I created. And what I did is I thought back to my past about something that I had to do that was kind of complex. And on this particular one, in the introduction, it says, this is me writing it. I wrote, please review the attached spreadsheet, performance measurement of workstation startup times. In it, you will discover the names of 3 medical claims client representatives that I would like you, as desktop support lead, to observe and measurement of key metrics. You need to call the representatives minutes prior to their shift starts, begin these observations through a remote connection so that we have a purely digital record of this non-physical observation. And then it says here, it has been observed that the 110 client service representatives in our medical claims call center in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, are taking an excess of 20 minutes to start up their workstations and open the programs and websites needed to perform their daily work. For this reason, we have to stagger when these employees start their shifts so that no calls will be unanswered. However, we feel the excess of 20 minutes to get started is a bit excessive and would like our desktop support services team to help make it more efficient. Please create a document titled Proposed Solutions for Workstation Startup Performance Medical Claims Staff.docx, which is a Word doc, and outline any proposed solutions you believe will help us achieve a startup time of 10 minutes or less. Please fill out the time column of the attached spreadsheet. Resubmit along with the solutions document so that when they review the data, consider your recommendations. So what I did is I created a spreadsheet. That looks a lot like this. It says Company Incorporated, and I invented 3 employee names: Abigail, Torres, Eugene Williams, and Andrews. And then under my deliverable, I filled that out. I put, it took Abigail Torres for her Windows machine 2.5 minutes to boot up. After she logged in, it took her 2 minutes to log in and open Outlook and Time Tracker. And when she went to open 15 websites and log in, it took 16 minutes. That's the bulk of the 20 minutes that they're facing. And so as part of my project, I recommended they get a password vault that passed HIPAA compliance because it was for medical claims. It has to pass. Anyways, once you create your task, a reviewer is going to review it and recommend changes. Actually, once you complete the task, an AI is going to scan your task and tell you if you've made any misspellings or grammar errors. And you just need to fix them. It's not that hard to do. Secondly, they will also have a reviewer go over your tasks, and they're going to recommend things like, it's not very clear what you meant here. You need to specify that more. There's always something that you fall short on. You just have to fix it. But you get paid while you fix it. It's $105 per hour. That's a dang good pay for that type of work. If you I've been working for Handshake AI now for about a week, and I'm having a really good time doing it because I'm revisiting previous tasks that I've had in my 33-year IT career, and I'm just reframing it to fit within their paradigm. And they're going to take it and ask OpenAI to recompose its version of what I did, and then another reviewer is going to look at it both and say which one's better and where. And wherever OpenAI falls short or has a hallucination, it's going to take my part and train it so it doesn't hallucinate that any longer. That's the whole idea behind training this AI. It's to make it more reliable, and it pays good. That's the other thing that I've already probably said like 3 or 4 times, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to put the links back into the chat. One is called Outlier, and the other one's called Handshake. Outlier pays $15 an hour. Handshake pays $105 per hour. The differences, though, are, oh, I don't like how it did that. I'm going to do one link at a time. Let me delete the YouTube one so I can repost it. Okay, this is Outlier. I like Outlier because it blows away the surveys. It pays $15 an hour, which I think is pretty good. Handshake, that one's remarkably different. It's $105 per hour. But you have to put up with heavy editing. You have to use the second point of view, meaning no I, or it's just we or you. You need to write your task out in such a way that another person can read it and reproduce what you're talking about. So if you're doing pipe fitting for a house, you have to describe the process in such a way that a person who doesn't even know you can read it and follow your directions. That's why that one pays so much more, because you have to get real detailed about your. Anyways, do you guys have any questions? Like I said, this isn't going to be a very long stream. I'll also post these links inside of my YouTube live stream description, so that way you can get to them later. I'll do that once the stream ends. Any questions? Let me type that out so I can. They pay weekly. Outlier pays every Tuesday, and Handshake pays every Wednesday. So that's just an example. I thought I'd share that with you. If you join using that link, I get a little bit of a kickback. I get like $30 for Outlier. So please use those links to join if you can. It's well worth your time to at least explore. So if you have any questions, I'm all ears. And if you don't, that's okay. I just thought I'd share this with you guys. Today we're making beef stew, so I'm getting ready to basically cut up some vegetables and get the beef stew ready. So I got to do that here in about 20 minutes. So. All right. Well, feel free to send any questions to my official email address, and I'd be glad to answer them for you. I started these AI trainings a week ago, and I'm having a blast. I really am. What I like about Outlier more than Handshake is every day there's a whole new set of tasks. You never know what you expect. Dinner will be in 8 hours. It takes 8 hours to cook beef stew in a crock pot. So I'm just going to have I'm going to have a chicken lettuce wrap for lunch. It looks like it's pretty good. But then I'm going to whip out the beef stew and get it started. It cooks on low for 8 hours. We're going to have dinner at 8 o'clock tonight. So, but anyways. Okay, folks. If you have any questions, you can look at the live stream on YouTube and you'll see the links in the description, okay? And with that said, I hope you have as much fun doing these projects as I did. It's for a good cause. You're getting paid to improve AI so it doesn't hallucinate. And I think a person should be pretty dang proud of being part of that, because AI right now is very unreliable. Well, we're teaching AI to stop hallucinating and be more reliable, Dustin. The problem with AI today is it might get 70% of your query correct, but 30% it doesn't know the answer to. So it looks at the LLM and it uses probability to just basically pluck an answer out, stick it into the remaining 30%, and then feed it to you, telling you it's 100% true. That's how hallucinations are done. A hallucination is when today's AI doesn't know the answer, but it gives you one anyway. It's actually a guess based on probability. Now, in a setting where you're just trying to learn something, that's not too bad, but could you imagine something like that controlling an air traffic controller? They wouldn't dare do that because it would have a hallucination and mess things up. They're not going to let AI run police maneuvers because it might shoot someone in a hallucination. So that's what these projects are doing. They're trying to bridge the gap between the truth about AI and the reality of using it in today's world. There's a statistic that says 56% of corporations that laid off entire departments and replaced them with AI are regretting it because it's a big fail. And they're basically going to rehire humans and then do it the right way. You don't replace entire departments. You just replace small sections and let that department clean up after the AI does its thing. Because it's practically guaranteed the AI is going to hallucinate. And it takes a human to notice that. So that's just the way it is. So these projects are designed to minimize hallucinations. So I think it's kind of cool. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and begin some stew. I'll invite you to go to my YouTube channel, look at the live stream. I'll have the 2 links in the description so that you can get to them. Use them because I get like a $30 credit if you sign up using my link, okay? Anyways, take care, and I hope you enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun, and it makes you feel good because, one, it's paying better than surveys. Surveys don't pay crap. You might get $5 after 6 hours. These guys are paying $15 an hour, and they pay weekly. And it can go to your PayPal account or straight to your bank. There's like over 9 different ways to get paid. So it's very honest, and it does require work. You got to use your brain. If you do the handshake AI, and if you've had a long career, you can make some really good money. $105 an hour is not something to laugh at. That's really good pay. So I have a 33-year-long IT career I can draw on. So that's what I'll be focusing on. I'm also going to possibly make some tasks based on my creative writing and possibly my scam baiting. We'll have to see. I'm not sure if they're going to want that because what good is it going to be to train AI on how to scam bait? Well, having AI scam baiters could be very useful. Anyways, folks, have a wonderful day, and I'll be back on Monday morning to do some scam baiting, and I'll be trolling again. But my friend's really close to getting my virtual machine ready. I'll be able to start scam baiting the way I used to.